Homoerotic literature presents excerpts from the Kama Sutra, Secret Sexual Positions, written by Terry Bollea, as read by Patrick Swayze. Position 1, the falling rhino. The falling rhino is when one man lays on the floor while sticking his buttocks into the air, and another man climbs up a tall structure such as a playground, jungle gym, or a two-story building, and then jumps from said structure, descending with his erection thrust forward, and then makes contact with the other man's buttocks, smashing his penis deep into the anal canal. The act usually ends with one man treating the other to an ice cream sundae as a congratulatory gift. Position 2, brown arm jousting. Brown arm jousting is when one man, known as the object man, stands naked on one side of a Kmart parking lot, bent over perpendicularly. Then another man, referred to as the meat missile, on the other side of the parking lot, lubes his arm with brake pad grease, and lays on the hood of his friend's muscle car, his lubed-up arm extended and making a fist. The friend then accelerates the car at maximum speed towards the object man, and at a short distance from the object man, the friend will hit the brakes, sending the meat missile with his lubed arm flying towards the object man's buttocks. His fist will then sink into the man's butthole upon impact, as well as a portion of his arm, usually up to the mid-forearm, and the act is done, and there is no reason to exchange words at this point, nor is it expected. The meat missile leaves with his friend in the muscle car, and the object man then dials emergency services for a ride to the hospital. Position 3, the reverse falling rhino. The reverse falling rhino is the same as the traditional falling rhino, only positions are reversed. One man lays on the floor, erection side up, usually relaxed with his hands resting behind his head, and the other man jumps from a tall structure, such as a flagpole or freeway overpass, and lands buttocks first on the other man's erect penis. Also, it is notable that the falling man in this reverse position will usually let out a hellish scream seconds prior to his descent. This act usually ends with an ice cream sundae as well. Position 4, called Oops, I just fucked my friend in the ass with a dildo. This position is fairly simple, but reaps grand recognition when done correctly. It is when a man duct tapes a dildo to the inside doorknob of his front door, and then positions himself bent over, about 2 feet from the door, but still within its swinging path. The measurements and trajectory of the dildo need to be perfect. The man then calls up a buddy to come hang out, luring him with a promise of alcoholic beverages and Lethal Weapon 2 on Blu-ray disc. And upon the friend's arrival, the man inside will say to the friend, "Come in," and the door will swing open, feeding the dildo into the man's rectum, and both men will rejoice at the sheer ingenuity of what has occurred. This act finishes with the consumption of alcoholic beverages and the viewing of Lethal Weapon 2. This concludes Side 1 of Excerpts from the Kama Sutra, Secret Sexual Positions. To continue, please flip tape over to Side 2.